When I tell this story, I'm coming with receipts. I'm coming with nothing but the truth. And I'm also coming with some hurt and some pain. Not because the dude hurt me, but because I look myself in the mirror and I'm just like, how did I miss all of these signs when they were right in front of me? So no, I'm not trying to be like Risa Tisa or nothing, but Risa Tisa, I think oh boy got a brother. But let's get into the story. I was going to call this story Surviving a Liar and a Manipulator, but who the fuck did I move in with? Got a better ring to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull up the first receipt and get into this damn story. On May 12th, Mother's Day, I got a DM from a local Florida rapper, right? And all he said was my name. So I'm like, this could be this man trying to talk to me. This could be business. I didn't know really what it was for, but I was not in the whole like mood to be trying to talk to a dude because I had just got out of a relationship. So he says my name. I said his name back. He said, I got a question. I said, okay, what's up? Just ask me. He was like, first one, why you don't follow me back on here? I said, I just followed you back. He said, okay, second one, you got a man? Matter of fact, you married? Boom. That is how we started talking. Okay, that is how we started talking. So fast forward, after we started DMing, that same night he had reached out to me. I'm not gonna count. I went on his page, and initially I was not attracted to this man at all. Like, he was nowhere near my type. But it was like, okay, he living the fast life. Like, he seemed fun, he seemed cool, he was a little flashy. So I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm like, okay, me and him actually could have a little bit of fun. But I ended up FaceTiming him to see if he was gonna be the type of dude to flash money in my face, if he was gonna be the one like, oh, like, look at my teeth, all that. I wanted to see his vibe. So I FaceTimed him, and y'all, when we get on FaceTime, he in this big house or whatever, and he eating some freaking Popeyes. So it seems so normal, like, okay, he not even on that flashing money in my face thing, right? So everything I tell y'all that he tells me is a reason why I'm telling y'all what he's telling me. So you have to keep up. So when we on FaceTime, right? I'm like, oh, that's a nice house. He was like, yeah, I stay by myself. Like, I always been living by myself. I've been living by myself and on my own since I was 18. Cool, right? Then fast forward in the conversation, he brings this big ass pit bull dog in the camera, and he's telling the dog to sit, and the dog not listening to him. But he was like, that's cool. Like, he's trying to be funny right now. He's screaming, sit. Like, he's telling his dog to sit, but the dog is not answering him. Like, the dog didn't know who he was. But he's like, this my dog or whatever. I done had this dog since the dog was born. And it was a nice build. Like, you could tell he spent some money on that dog. So he was like, yeah, this my dog or whatever. Remember that. So I'm not gonna lie, like, the vibes on the phone was actually cool. I'm like, oh, he cool people. Like, I like this dude. And then, like, my brother, he also raps, right? So my brother comes in the room while we on FaceTime, and he started telling him, like, he rapping stuff. So he like, shit, play your music. So they going song for song, and I just love that he's interacting with my brother or whatever, right? So the first thing he said was like, yeah, I'm signed to Sony. I'm signed to Sony or whatever. And he got his record label, and he's just popping his shit, right? But he's still being humble about it right now. After the phone conversation, I took it upon myself to say, you know what? I actually like talking to you. Let's talk some more. So as we're talking more and more and more, we start FaceTiming a little bit more, and I'm starting to hear like a dude in the background. I'm like, who is this dude in the back? But I didn't ask him that because that's none of my business. But he was just like, man, my homeboy, we stay in the same neighborhood. He always at my house. Like, he ain't got no friends, and he be bored sometimes, so he just stay here. So I just let him stay on my couch. Yeah, okay. Anyway, whatever. At this time, I was on the way to my sister's wedding, right? So I had a whole trip planned to go out the country, but my layover was in Florida, y'all. So this was literally like maybe like a week or two after we started FaceTiming, and he was like, yo, since your layover is in Florida, I'm gonna get you another plane ticket. Cancel your plane ticket back home and just stay here so I can get to know you. Like, give me like 48 hours to win over your heart or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know, like, you a stranger. I don't know how to feel about staying in Miami with you and I don't know you. So after I go do a little bit more research on him, I see that he has a child. So I confront him about it, like, dang, why you ain't tell me you had a child? And he was like, huh? I'm like, you got a baby, a new baby too. And I said, I ain't got time to be dealing with no baby mama drama. I never dealt with nobody who has a kid. I don't have no kid. I don't want to talk to nobody with a kid. That was something I was very heavy on. I don't want to talk to nobody with a child. But he was just like, you ain't got to deal with no baby mama drama. Like, none of that. I said, yes, I am. I already know how it go. He was like, what if I told you my baby mama was dead? So I was quiet because that took me for a loop. What am I supposed to say after that? So then he proceeds to talk and say, nah, I really don't even know my baby mama like that. Like, I promise you, you would never have to deal with none of that. You probably won't even hear from my baby mama because I don't know her myself. So I'm like, wait, hold on. How you don't know your baby mama? Like, now I'm a little curious. What you mean you had a baby with somebody who you don't know? So he tells me this story, y'all. So he go ahead and tell me this quick little story about how he met his baby mama at a party. He was talking to them, and it was a group of friends who was intoxicated, and he was like, y'all better not drive because y'all might get into an accident. And then he was like, literally 10 minutes after they drove, they got into an accident. So he felt bad because he spoke it into existence. And so he went to go visit the girl in the hospital or whatever. He went to go check to see if she was okay. And then after that happened, they started texting a little bit, right? And then, you know, one thing led to another. They met up and they did the do. And they did the do for like about 2-3 times. And then out of nowhere, she called him and like, I'm pregnant. And then he tells a story about how he was like, I don't even know you. Like, we don't know each other. I don't think we need to have no child. And then she was like, well, I could take care of the baby on my own. And he was like, at that point, he knew that she was gonna try to keep the baby, so he was like, she didn't want to get an abortion, so she just had the baby. But I really feel like she just wanted to keep the baby because of who I was and what I got. Like, basically, she trapped this man. And since then, you know, like, she had a baby, but he don't know the girl. Like, that was how he kicked it to me the entire time, y'all. The entire time. Keep that in mind, please. So here go red flag that I missed of that stupid story. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Miami with you. We're gonna have a good time. You got 48 hours to win me over. You wanna win me over so bad? Show me something. So when I get there, y'all, this man pulls up in a red Corvette, a C8, whatever fucking car it was, but he pulls up in this little nice, fast. It was sexy, not gonna lie. And I'm thinking, why did he pull up in this? Because I knew he had a Hellcat at home, but I was wondering why he pulled up in that. And I was like, why you drive this? He said, I just ain't want to put my Hellcat on the road. I just wanted to drive my other car for a little bit. So he kicked it to me like he got this nice C8 Corvette, and I ain't say nothing of it at the time because I'm thinking he telling the truth. What he got a lot for? Like, this his car. And then I told him I wasn't going to be sleeping with him or like staying the night with him, right? Because I don't know him like that. He was like, what you mean? I got your own room. Like, we got a hotel, but you got your own room. So I'm over here like, oh, he's respectful. This man ain't get one hotel room. He made sure he got 2. He really just trying to show me a good time. He not trying to be disrespectful. So we vibing out. We ride it. Like, Miami was cool. And then, like, when I was there, I spent most of my time in his hotel room anyway, right? But I still had my own room. Like, I had everything in there. I got ready. Like, I was in that room, but not as much as I was in his room. That's truth. So then he's like, I got this whole dinner date plan. I just cannot wait for you to come here. I've been wanting to take somebody here for the longest. It's real nice. You're going to like it. I'm like, I don't have no outfit for it because remember, I was just coming from a trip out the country. I wasn't prepared for no Miami trip. He was like, don't worry about it. I'm going to take you on a shopping spree, get whatever you want, whatever you need. So we going to this nice luxury mall. I'm like, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm not the type to shop at places like this. Like, you don't got to do much to impress me. So all these expensive designer stores, I was like, dude, I don't even know where to start. Can we go to a black people mall? That's exactly what I told him. He was like, yeah, I can take you to another mall or whatever. I'm a Forever 21 type of girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a mad rag type of girl. I will literally go shop in Route 21 and I will be a-okay. So he takes me to this other mall. I get a dress. I get heels. I get a purse. He's like, get whatever else you want. Whatever you want, you can have it. Like, you want some new shoes? I got some new Jordans. Matter of fact, when he picked me up in his C8 Corvette, he already had the new Jordan 12s waiting for me. Like, he already gave, I'm going to spoil you. I'm going to do everything that I can. So, like I'm saying, he's doing everything that's making me smile. And yes, it is spending money on me, but he's giving me this image of him being this big baller rapper in Florida, and he got it like that. Because, one time we was on FaceTime, he was like, money good. Money good. You ain't never got to worry about nothing. Money straight.
Hey cousins, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like and comment. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Make sure your notification bell is on so you're notified every single time I post. Thank you guys so much for the 1K subscribers. It's only up from here. Anyway, I have a new story for us to tell while we still wait for the Facebook dating story. But baby, first things first, flashy men, especially on social media, that is the major red flag. That means that they just got into money or they really don't have money and they want to just show off for social media. Red flag numero uno. Okay? Now, cousins, I am editing. I'm editing this and watching it as I go. So my reaction is like the first reaction. But her saying that the pit bull wasn't even listening to him is just number one. That probably wasn't even his dog. That probably wasn't even his dog. Like, if that's your dog knows your commander. I'm going to listen. Like, oh my God. Thing I always tell young women or women in general, if you do not have children, do not date a man with kids. Don't even waste your time. The whole not telling her that he had a child thing and then acting like he didn't know he had a child. Like, girl, after that, you should have just left him alone. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. Then for him to even make a quote-unquote joke about his baby mama being unalived, it's scary because why would you even say that? And then you don't know her. Why would you have a kid with somebody you don't know? That already is alarming because that means you don't know how to make good decisions. That makes no sense to have a child, somebody that you have to deal with this person for the rest of their life. It doesn't matter if the child is 18 or not. You still got to deal with this person. And you're going to have a baby with somebody that you don't know? Oh, no. You should have left him in your inbox right there. That should have been the last FaceTime conversation. I'm sorry. So far with the whole Miami trip, it seemed like he's really trying to woo her and she fell for it. But I mean, a lot of men, which is probably why she fell for it, they really won't do that. Or they'll say they'll do it and they don't. So I get it, girl.
He paid for my plane ticket like he said he was going to do. And we start talking literally every day, all day. I am a full-time content creator. So if I'm not making content, I'm chilling. He is a full-time rapper. So he doesn't have a job either. So we have so much time on our hands to talk so much. We start talking for 24 hours of the day, literally. And then we started getting into family. We started asking family questions. And he was like, I'm not gonna lie, I stalked you before I even hit you up. Like, I've been following you since you had the dude you was with. I told you I just had got out of a relationship. He said he was following me while I was in my relationship. And he would look on our videos and watch them and be like, I want to be him. That's what the fuck he told me. He's like, bro, she's a good girl. Like, when I was watching y'all videos, I wasn't even thinking about him. I really was just picturing me right there. That's what he said. And then he said, I just love your family. I love the family videos with your mama. She seems so cool. And your dad, he seems so funny. I want to hang out with y'all. So I'm asking him about his family. And I'm asking him about his mama. Like, what's up? What's your relationship with your mama? And he was like, my mama thinks she our age. So, yeah.
Cousins, I know not everybody comes from a good family, but the relationship you have with your mother, especially as a man, is major key. The way he's talking about his mama already, the way he talked about his friend, is like you just throw people under the bus once you meet somebody new. And baby, absolutely not. Okay? Absolutely not.
And I'm just now getting to know my dad. My dad really wasn't in my life. You know, all this story, like, I'm not trying to get too personal, but every detail matters in this case. And then when it came down to his baby mama, like, he said he don't talk to her. When we was on FaceTime, he would have his child, and I would say, why don't I never hear your baby mama in the background? Like, when you drop off your baby or she come pick her up, why don't I hear her? I told you, I don't talk to her. We don't have no communication. I don't text her. I don't do nothing. If anything, if she want me, she know to text me. But we don't talk. I don't know this girl. Then he starts pouring into what type of person she is. She's drama-fied. She's not my type. She's nothing like you.
Cousins, I'm going to say it every time. Any man that down talks his ex, even if he quote unquote don't know her and he had a whole baby with her, whatever. But you down talking your ex, baby, that is a major red flag. Okay? Please don't ever fall for that. Thinking, oh my God, yes, like he really likes me. Like she's nothing like me. No, baby. Because bet you your bottom's dollar. Soon as y'all break up, he's telling the next woman the same thing about you. Okay?
And I don't even know what I was thinking. Like, I swear I love my daughter, but I regret having a baby by this woman. I'm like, look, as long as I don't deal with no baby mama drama, like, I'm already, you know, going against my grain dealing with you. He was like, you never gonna have to. Yeah, all right. So one day we was on the phone and he was like, somebody just sent me a picture of my baby mama and she looked pregnant. I was like, why is that even your business? Why do you care? And he was like, I'm just saying, I just think I should know if my daughter gonna have a sibling. Like, that's something she should tell me. And I'm like, that's none of your business. So I'm finna ask her. I already sent it to her. I said, you sent that girl that picture and asked her if she was pregnant? He was like, yeah. So I told him he was wrong. He was like, all right, I'm just gonna apologize, right? Keep that in mind, y'all. Keep that whole conversation in mind. That's how he told me it went. Later on, I found out that's not exactly how that conversation went with her. So as we are talking and getting to know each other and blah, 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 right? This man sends me a song literally like 2 days after our Miami trip. I forgot to put that in there. I'm going back because this is very important. He sends me a song, y'all. Oh my God. And the first time I play it, it's called First 48. I'm thinking it's about killing and stuff. What? You got a song called First 48? Y'all, the song had me on it. Wait, y'all can't hear it. Hold on. All right, here we go. Oh, so I'm listening to this in my car, right?
Mark is on his way, boy. What's up, man?
What's that? That's me.
What you doing?
So he makes a song about me, about our time in Florida, about how he really want to be serious with me, and he know that I don't really want to deal with him because he got a baby, and I don't really want to deal with him because he's not really my type or my speed, but he's just like, give me a chance. So he sends me over this song about me, and I'm not gonna cap, this shit was hard. And he disses my ex in the song. Like, he disses this man, talking about your ex fumbled you, he should have played on offense. Like, he trying to come hard about me, like, I'm gonna be better than your ex. Like, I want to just take me now. Like, I will give you the world. Check this out.
Hey, you stole my heart, but I don't even want it back, though. And you so different, you ain't nothing like the last hoe. But I ain't even trying to talk about the past, though. Girl, you the one, you give me something I can brag on. What you doing, where you going, where the hell you been? Can't get enough of you, I want you, come get in my skin. I want your heart, you got your guard up, just let me in. I met you, you match my side, girl, you my fucking twin. You switch your hair up every day, so it feel like I'm cheating. You graduated from college, baby, I love to see it. I know you think I got the hoes, but I'm like, what's the reason? So I can't wait to prove you wrong and love you like I mean it. I'm trying to buy you what you want, like it on call sheets. Your ex fumbled you, he should've played on outfits. I got that bag, you got that bag, baby, we all leaks.
Alright, so it's called First 48. Look it up if you want to hear the whole thing. So in the song, he gives me my credit. You know, you switch your hair up every day. Your ex fumbled you. You graduated from college. You got that bag. I got that bag. He's talking about he want to spoil me. He want to buy me anything. Like, he's just trying to sell me this fairy tale ass dream. So the song did get me. It swept me off my feet. I was like, dang, a song about me. So he's like, I'm going to make a music video for this song. How you feel about another woman playing your part? I said, no, baby. If the song is about me, I play my part. So that's exactly what I did. I went and he flew me all the way out to Orlando to play my part in this song.
Baby, I love to see it. I
Y'all see this?
So I can't wait to prove you wrong and love you like I mean it. I'm trying to.
I'm glad it stopped on this. Y'all see this car? I hope y'all can see this. Y'all see the car? This is the car that he said was his. He owned this car. He got his own CVet and everything. So that was a lot. Let's just put that clear. I can't wait to get to that part. So after I done shot the video, he gonna pop out with the video. He gonna show the world. So I'm like, we might as well, like, you know, if we finna pop out, I already know the type of attention this is gonna bring. I just got out of a relationship. I had a public relationship. Everybody gonna be on my neck. Like, this is gonna be crazy for me, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you. He like, we're gonna be good. I got you. You straight. I'm gonna take care of you. All that. So then we just having a random conversation. Here we go with the house conversation. This is what I'm talking about when I say, listen, ladies, when you see red flags, don't ignore them. Don't do that. You're gonna be stuck in a sticky situation like I am in right now. Can't even move the fuck on because this nigga's still stalking me. Alright, so I'm like, for my birthday, I'm thinking about buying me a house. Like, come January 2025, I'm gonna buy me a house. And he was like, why you gotta wait so long? He was like, matter of fact, let me buy you a house. I said, huh, you gonna buy me a house? Like, me? Yeah, who am I to, like, say no to that? So I'm like, you really gonna buy me a house? He like, yeah, money good, I got you. Like, and so he said, why wait till January? Let's do it now. I said, you wanna give me the house now? And he was like, yeah, but I can't leave. It gotta be in Florida. So I was thinking about going to Florida to get a house. I'm just too excited about a house that I don't gotta buy. I'm like, yeah, like, let's move to Florida. He kept saying I don't want to be in Georgia, whatever. So we looking at houses. Every house in Florida, when I tell you the prices was high, but the house was low, baby, I'm getting a box for the amount of a mansion. I don't want to stay in Florida. So I start showing him houses in Georgia, and he like, dang, the prices out here is really good for what you get. Like, I actually want to move to Georgia. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we moving to Georgia. He like, yeah. And I'm like, I never moved in with a dude. I don't know how to feel. I don't know if I want to buy a house with a man. So instead of buying it, because we were going to go buy a house, he was like, well, we can rent a house. So I was like, that sounds better because it's something temporary. It's just a year. Like, I guess we could do it. And I'm feeling you so bad or whatever. So let's move all the way to, I come to Georgia looking for houses because we didn't want to live in Florida no more. And while I hear, unfortunately, my parents get into a bike accident, and I'm on the phone with him when it happens because I get an alert on my phone that my parents got into an accident from Life 360. Download Life 360, y'all. It's gonna tell y'all everything. But I end up pulling up to the scene. I see the whole crash. My heart is pounding. I'm having an anxiety attack. My parents is on the ground laid out. So I'm on the phone with him. He's hearing it. So he's like, I'm gonna be there tomorrow. I'm gonna come drive there. Like, I'm gonna be there for you. And I know this is not how I wanted to meet your parents, but I'm gonna come there because I know it's really bad and da 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 da. So he ends up coming to Georgia to see my parents. Now my mom, she real cool people. She knew what was going on. She knew the vibes. My dad was not going for it, y'all. So my mama, she done broke everything on this side. She scraped all up from road rash. My father, he's still in the hospital. He is ribs broken. He's just all destroyed. So when he gets here, he ends up meeting my mom. He got her flowers and everything, but see, my dad's still in the hospital. So he hear that it's a grown man in his house, and he trying to figure out who is this grown man staying at the house, because my mom let it happen. Because like I said, she cool people. She just, if I'm safe, she's safe. But my father wasn't going for it. He like, oh no, I don't know this man. He need to get up out my house. I don't know why y'all got a grown man in my house while I'm not there. Then, you know, I finally tell them when he get home from the hospital, I tell them that I'm moving in with this man, and my dad just go off. Like, he is going off like, you don't know what he might want for you. Men try to control you. My dad's trying to tell me everything a man is willing to do for a house, and that it's more that come with just that house. And I'm being dumb, not listening.
Cousin, so this man went from saying, I'm gonna buy you a house, money ain't nothing, to how about we just rent? How about we just rent the house? And honestly, renting a house is smarter, especially with somebody you don't know. I wouldn't advise, honestly, from experience. I would not advise getting any type of house, home, car, or anything with somebody that you just met, don't really know. And her dad was smart to try to tell her and talk her out of it. But you got to listen to daddy sometimes. As a daddy's girl, I'm telling you, our fathers know more than we give them credit for. Okay? Daddy's been out here in these streets. They also know how men think. Okay? So your daddy was trying to save you from something that you didn't even know you needed saving from. Oh my gosh. Unpack your thoughts in the comments. So far, how do you feel? How do you feel about this man? Because I just feel like the baby mama situation, I would have been out. Okay? Him, the dog, the dog not even listening to him. I'm still cracking up about that because that's not his dog. Okay? And then he has a house already in Florida. So what you gonna do about the house that you have in Florida? She didn't even think about that part. He's just up and ready to move. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy you a house. I'm gonna buy you this. I'm gonna buy you that. Girl. Ooh, they must have had a great time in Miami. Unpack your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like and you subscribe if you haven't done so already at this point. Let go. It's sad to hear what happened to her parents with that accident, but it was nice of him to come out there. But I feel like that was all a part of his game. And it's so crazy because it seems like this man got a little game. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, I could see it. He got game.
So while he was here visiting me in Georgia, because my parents had got into an accident, we decided to go look at some houses while we were here. We eventually rolled up onto a house inside the same neighborhood as my parents, and we was like, oh my God, I want it. Like, I walked in here and I said, this is the house I want, right? So he like, all right, bet, apply, whatever, apply for it. He kind of told me exactly how to do it. We renting a house now, we're not buying a house. So he told me every step I need to do. But then he told me that he had a realtor that can make fake pay stubs. So he like, you don't even got to worry about being approved or nothing, because I got a lady who can make fake pay stubs and make it look like you got this and that, and then you'll get approved. Like, I've done it before. You'll get approved. So when the lady ends up looking at my information, she was like, oh, you don't need to fake pay stubs. You make enough. You make enough money, and as long as you have your W-9s and whatever tax forms or whatever, like, you'll be approved. So, like, I guess 48 hours passed, and I got approved for the house, and we like, all right, bet, we staying in Georgia. This is where it all gets weird. So once we got that figured out, y'all, when he came to my house, he was having a very bad toothache. This is very important part of this story. He was having a very bad toothache, and he was asking for pain pills. And I was like, you know, Tylenol for a toothache. But he was like, I got an abscess. It's hurting really bad. He needs something stronger. So I'm like, I got some hydrocodone. I don't know, you know, that type of pill. And he was like, nah, that don't work for me. And then, mind you, my parents just got into an accident. So he was like, do your folks got, do they got the little white pills? Because that worked for me. So I
Cousins, it's giving druggy. I'm sorry. I told you guys this is my first reaction. So as I'm editing, I'm watching. It's giving druggy. Okay.
like, them things is strong. We gave it to him. Boom. Why the next day he was like, do your mama got another one of those little white pills? Because my tooth still hurts. And he asked for about, since the whole time he was at my house, he probably didn't have like 5 of them. And I thought that was really weird, because I'm like, why do you need those little white pills so bad for a toothache? All right. So 3 days before his move-in day, I get a DM from baby mama, and I'm on FaceTime with him when I get this DM. I'm like, yo, your baby mama just hit me up. And he like, oh, probably because you asked to meet her because you're going to be around our daughter. So she's probably just hitting you up just to, you know, see, like, you know, if you cool people, whatever. I'm like, first of all, my rules was I didn't want nothing to do with your baby mama. But if she just coming to make amends, cool. Y'all, I'm going to drop the screenshots of what his baby mama said to me. All right, so she over here, she says, hey, love, when are you free to talk? So this is the screenshot. That's my receipt. You can pause it if you want. I just don't want nobody thinking I'm lying. I'm like, yo, why are you sending your baby mama pictures of y'all? And he was like, remember you said we deleting it out our phone, so I just wanted to send it to her because I just didn't want it in my phone. No, this was a red flag, point 1. I thought you said you didn't even know who your baby mama was. Why are you sending her pictures of y'all on trips in Colorado? And, like, if somebody was to send me pictures, if an ex sent me pictures of us, I'm going to think, oh, you want me back, right? And then she sends me that. So me, I want to know more. So I'm like, shit, call me. So she calls me. When I tell you, his baby mama told me everything I needed to know. She said, oh, he asked me to get a house in my name. I got good credit and he'll pay the rent up, but he couldn't get it in his name. And then she told me he had a house, but he got kicked out of the house because he was using a fake person name. Then she was saying that he was a yerk head. Yerks are the little white pills that I was telling y'all about. So yeah, he was like, she said he had a yerk problem and he's a liar. He don't do nothing for, you know.
Cousins, what did I say? Okay.
And I'm thinking she a bitter baby mama, like, but no, she was telling the truth the whole time. So I called him like, yo, what the I told you I didn't want to deal with no BM drama. And he like, she's lying on my grandmother's grave. He loved to lie on his grandma, child. So he was just like, she's just doing that because she's jealous that you got stuff going on, and she just a drama-fied person. Like, I don't even know that girl, and she always did this. Like, she always gossiping. That's all she wanted to do. You sat there on that phone and let her gossip to you for 2 hours about me. She was telling me tea, baby, tea. But anyway, I had already signed the lease, and I had brought the lease to my mama or whatever, and she was like, why his name not on the lease? And she was telling him, put your name on the lease so you don't feel like you living with her. Like, this is your house. So I'm like, why you not putting your name on the lease? He was like, nah, because if you ever wanted to kick me out, I just want you to feel comfortable. Like, this is your house. Like, even if you kick me out and I do something crazy or you don't want me living there, I'm going to still make sure I pay up the lease or pay up the rent for a whole year because I'm a man of my word. So since he was going to pay the rent up for the year, I thought, like, shit, all right, cool. Like, if you cheat on me or if you lie to me, if you do some stuff and I don't want you living with me no more, you can leave because my name is on that lease. Okay, y'all. Who the fuck did I move in with? So I'm like, if you're going to move in here, what you going to do with your house in Florida? He was like, I got that taken care of. I already paid that up. I'm going to have my brothers stay there if they want to. You ain't got to worry about the house in Florida. Like, I got that. I said, what you going to do with your dog? Since you already got a little dog, I don't want to bring my dog because, you know, he's too big. And it's just a dog. Like, I'll just give him to my brother. Right? So now I'm like, this was a red flag. He has to have a U-Haul, but all his stuff is in a storage. But it don't make sense because if you have a house there, if you've been living on your own, why is all your belongings inside of a storage? If it's not in your house, red flag. I knew something was wrong with that. Child, it's time for him to move in the house. He moved in. Everything was just so freaking sweet. I'm like, yeah, you know, we finna have like playhouse happily ever after. We finna have fun, make content, because he was a vibe. You feel me? Like we was having fun. That's what he portrayed to be. No, when he got there, he had a whole stuck-up attitude. I was like, what the hell are you? Like, it was like a whole different version of him. The day he moved in that house, oh my God, he changed. He was not that person on the phone. He was not that person in Miami. He wasn't even that person that in the music video. He changed. I'm like, let's go, go to the city. Let's go have some fun. Like, we just moved in. Just chill, like, relax. Like, he started getting snappy at me. And I'm like, okay, I'm not thinking nothing of it. So then he started bringing up his tooth hurting again. And I'm like, you ain't got no insurance. Like, go to the dentist. He don't got no dental insurance. So you know what I did? I was like, as a woman, I'm gonna make sure you get some dental insurance and some medical insurance, because you don't need to be out here with no insurance. I set him up an appointment to go to the dentist and everything. Whole time his tooth hurt. Do your mama got some more of them white circle pills? I'm like, let me ask her. She just got in an accident. She need them herself. She's in real pain here. So I go ask her. She gives me a whole bunch of those circle things, right? And I give them to him, and he's like, I don't know what these are. Like, I gotta look up these. These not the same as the last ones. So he told me he sold them things, and y'all, the next day I was cleaning the kitchen, and I looked in the back of the drawer, and the same pills he said he sold and got rid of was hiding in the back of the drawer, like he was hiding them. Oh my gosh. So this started to make me wonder, like, was his baby mama right about his problem? Because it's not making sense. But I didn't say nothing to him. I kept that in the bag. I keep a lot of stuff in the bag until it's time, right?
Baby, that man did not change. Okay? He wasn't able to get his Uggs that he normally has when he was on FaceTime and in Miami. So now his real personality is showing. And now you're seeing who he truly is. He didn't change. He was already kind of hiding who he was. You really didn't really know him. He did not change, not one bit. Oh, baby. Unpack your thoughts in the comments. Let me know how you guys are feeling about the story. I'm coming back with part 2 tomorrow, because this gets even juicier. So we're going to continue with this. Unpack your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Would you guys deal with a man up until now, this part of the story? Would you deal with him? Would you have gotten a place? And first of all, any man that's willing to get a home with you and he don't want to put his name on the lease, baby, red flag. He don't want to put his name for a reason, because he can't either get the house in his name or he's not planning to stay with you. He's not planning to pay them bills. And then why you got a storage and you got a whole house? And you going to just leave your dog? As a dog mom, I left my baby for a few months with my sister, and it was the hardest thing, okay? Because that's like my child. And it's only because I had to travel, and he couldn't go out of the country with me. But baby, you just going up and leave your dog? And you moving into a new house? That's not your dog. And that's not your house. That's your brother's house. Period. One more thing before I go. Always understand that there are some bitter baby mamas. There are some bitter exes. But sometimes they are not really bitter. They're trying to save you from yourself, because you don't know this man. And yes, he claims he doesn't know his baby mama, but she knows him enough. So all the things that she told you about him, sometimes you should listen to the other woman. You don't know this man. Let's keep it a buck here. I'm back at those in the comments. Let me know how you guys are feeling about the story so far. Bye.
Fuck did I move in with? So after part 1, child, BM then reached out to BD and was like, what you say about me? And he was like, she's lying. I put it on my granny. He gonna put something on his granny, child. So she like, shit, let's add her on 3-way since she lying. I get on 3-way, y'all. This man is talking about, why are you lying? And then listen how hurt he sound, y'all.
Not about you. I'm gonna embarrass you. I know how to embarrass. I wasn't gonna do this shit, but since you
embarrass me. In your business out. I haven't even told the full thing. So anyway. So he said he gonna embarrass me, right? So I'm like, how you gonna embarrass me? Y'all listen to what he said. This all he got on me. I got all them pictures of you. I got them pictures of you. Watch, I'm gonna post it. Ain't no more boundaries. You said my naked pictures?
Naked pictures?
I'm sorry, what? So even baby mama like, why would you do something like that? Like, you're this angry that you're gonna go try to post explicit pictures of me. Anyways, let's get into the story, because I'm not even close to the end, baby. I just started. This man told me that his name was Sean. That's what he told me. When I first met him, he said his name was Sean. I'm like, huh? And I knew that wasn't his name, because when I got on the phone with his baby mama, I referred to him as Sean. I'm not gonna say the full name, but it was Sean, right? And she like, who is that? I said, that's him. What you mean? She like, that is not that man's name. I said, yes, it is. What you like? I've been calling this man that since I met him. My parents even call him that. Y'all, he done told me a whole fake name, talking about that's what my daddy named me. My mama named me something else, so I got 2 names. Okay, red flag. So back to the little white circle problem. Once I found that the pills in the cabinet just ended up missing, right? I go to my mama's house and he texts me this. Just bring enough to make it until my dentist appointment so you don't have to keep going back, right? Because he keeps asking me to go back for them little white circle things. So when I go home, I tell him I got some of these. It's like M365. I don't know what they are, but that's what it say on the little white circle thing. These not the original ones that we was giving him. These different. But I said I didn't want to go to my mama and ask her for no more of those, right? I didn't want to keep asking, can I get some more Oxy? And he just like, that's fine, that's perfect. Just bring me a whole new tooth. That's how much he was trying to make it seem like it hurt. But once we moved in together, like I said, I decided to get him some dental insurance and some health insurance because he didn't have none. And so get his tooth problem fixed because I'm tired of hearing about it, right? So once we get the tooth thing handled or whatever, now we just living a normal life. Not even gonna lie. We live in a normal life. He don't want to go nowhere, but he want to stay in the house. He don't want to really spend no money. That's what I'm peeping. Which is fine. It's fine because it's not nothing. It's not even about no money, child, but it's little things that I started peeping once we moved in. On the 4th of July, we go to the store. We buy a whole bunch of fireworks, y'all. We like, let's light some fireworks or whatever. So before we start popping fireworks and our friends come over, he hungry. He want to go to Taco Bell. He love a Taco Bell and McDonald's. That's a McDonald's warrior right there. Speaking of that, when he first, decided to take me on a date, I'm eating lamb chops. I ain't never ate a lamb chop ever. I'm over here eating lobster mac and cheese. He took me on a date and he spent so much money. When he moved in, we was eating Popeyes, McDonald's, and Taco Bell. Heavy. I even like the damn Taco Fiesta fries now, y'all. That's how much we was eating it. Like, damn. And so for the ones like, why you ain't cook for him? I was trying to cook for him, but he was like, I don't eat that. I don't eat this. I don't gotta eat what you cook. The other dudes you've been with, they must eat what you cook, but I ain't them. I eat this. I eat that. I'm like, oh my God. I didn't even want to get in the kitchen with this man, but he love a DoorDash Taco Bell though. So we get riding the Taco Bell. It's late at night, y'all. We riding normal. All of a sudden, I see blue lights behind us. I'm like, what you do? Like, did you not put your signal on? Because we ain't even go too far. He like, I don't know. Y'all, we stopped at the Taco Bell and the man pulled us over, whatever. And he like, you got your license? He was like, nah, I left him. He was like, well, somebody's license is suspended on this car. But officer asked him, what's your name, first and last name? He tell him his real first and last name. He run it. He like, oh, both of y'all license is suspended. Whoever owned this car, license is suspended, and it's been suspended since March. So he looking crazy, and I'm like, dude, your license been suspended? He like, nah, I don't know what he talking about. My license shouldn't be suspended. Let's run this back real quick though. While we was on FaceTime, while he was living in Florida and I was living in Georgia, he had got pulled over one time. Same thing happened, but they took his vehicle and he was like, man, my license was suspended, but I got it taken care of. Because the next day I'm like, yo, did you get your car back? Like, you good? You straight? Because somebody had to come pick him up. He was like, yeah, I'm going in the morning. I got it taken care of. I got my license back and everything. Like, everything was all good. So when they was pulling us over, when he was at my spot, I'm like, I thought you got that handled. He was like, my license shouldn't be suspended. Officer like, oh, you must don't like paying tickets. Your license been suspended since March. You must don't like paying tickets because dude, dang, I really should be taking you to jail. But, ma'am, what's your first and last name? I'm like, homie. I give him my first and last name. He was like, well, you good to go. You drive, but you need to go back to Florida and get that handled because I'm being nice because it's the 4th of July, but I really should be taking you to jail. Oh, and he pulled up a fake insurance card because he ain't got insurance on his Hellcat. He pulled up a fake insurance card, y'all. Or if it wasn't fake, it was an old one, probably from way, way back when he first got the car. So he said he gonna get it handled. He going back home to get it handled. So we let it go. We ignore everything, child. We go back home. Everything all good. But this is where it started to get a little bit fishy. It's time to go pick up his daughter, right? From Florida. And on the way there, I'm driving because I don't want him to get pulled over no more because I'm thinking he's gonna get his license fixed. So I'm driving. So while I'm driving my whip there, it's like he got an attitude over there in the passenger seat. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why you got an attitude? He's not telling me. He's just typing real hard. Type. Like I'm talking about he's a typing warrior right now. This man is going at it with his baby mama. And I'm like, why are you over here mad and stressed out and depressed about your baby mama? What's going on? She don't want me to see my child. She never want me to see my child. She always lying saying I don't do this and that, but she always preventing me from seeing her. She like, you know how baby daddies be. So baby mama ends up texting me because we came to an agreement that they don't get along. And I was like, you know what? I'm not on the beef. I don't want to beef with you. We cool people. I'm gonna be around your child. I don't want you to have to deal with that with him. So you could just talk to me. So she hits me up and was like, girl, he back at it again, sending me all these paragraphs. Tell him to leave me alone. I only want to talk through you. This is what she said. I don't want to talk to him. So I'm like, okay, whatever. He sees me talking to her. He's like, what you texting her for? Like, dang, like, I don't even know why she hitting your phone up. That's your best friend now. That's your friend. I'm like, not you got an attitude. So now he don't even want to drive because he was supposed to drive the second half. He don't even want to drive. He's just heated, upset. He on the phone with his mama going off about his baby mama, y'all. This man talked about his baby mama like she was a dog. So that was signs of like bipolarism. Like I really can see that this man had like two different personalities because he'll scream and yell and then all of a sudden he'll be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, this nigga crazy. So when we pick his daughter up, when I tell y'all, I literally was watching how he treated his daughter. And I'm not trying to say he treated her bad, but I seen little stuff that just was a red flag. He was riding in the front seat with her, in his lap, literally. And then I'm looking at like, shoot, this how you treat her? Who am I to tell you how to do your child? Like, so I'm getting accustomed to, oh, this is what y'all do. So he's like, well, she do it too. Like this is what my baby mama do too. Like it's okay to have her in the front seat because she be crying in her car seat. I'm like, dude, she ain't got no seatbelt on. She in your front lap and you on the highway with her in your front seat. But none of my business. We even did a little TikTok video of my car driving itself. He then got out the driver's seat while the car driving itself. Baby in the back, I'm in the front seat. I'm just as bad for even condoning this now. Let's get this together. Because why did I let him do that? I really just felt like it wasn't my place. I never dealt with nobody with a child, so I didn't want to get out my place. But I knew somebody was gonna be mad at that. Because child, you don't do nothing like that. But whatever. We get back home, we in Georgia, everything is fine. These are things that he was saying to me while he was here. He was like, I'm sorry that I've been acting like this. It's my grandma's anniversary. I've been a little bit down, all of that stuff. So I'm like, let's go to church. He's not want to go to church. He's like, I don't know them people. So I'm like, I got aggravated. I'm like, yeah, whatever, y'all. But when I got home from church, right, I was like, why you ain't want to go to church? I had an attitude because it threw me off. Something didn't feel right because he was just so like, I don't want to go there. So I was like, yo, are you a man of God? Like, are you a Christian? Do you believe in God? He was like, oh, I got to go to church to believe in God. I said, no, I'm just asking. You don't got to get defensive with me. I just want to know. We never had this conversation. I thought you were, because of the tattoos on you. You got all these Christian-like tattoos. I believe in a God. I believe that there is a God. There is some God. There's a higher being. That's it. So I'm like, cool, whatever. That's none of my business. But that did make me feel some type of way because one day I told him, hey, make sure you pray before your food. And he was just like, oh, like, dang, you always want to make somebody feel bad. I was like, just pray. And he was like, I don't even want to eat no more. Like, dang, you have to say something. I just knew something was off about him. So you know what I did? I went through that phone. And when I went through that phone, I found everything out about that man. He been lying to me since he met me. Since he DM'd me, that man been lying about his whole identity, child. His whole identity, y'all. Oh! Part 4 of who the fuck did I move in with? Found out he didn't have no insurance on his Hellcat. And once I found out that he showed that officer a fake insurance card, it just threw me off a little bit. But it made me start thinking, how did he pull up on me in a red, brand new 2023 Corvette if he ain't got no insurance on his Hellcat and he needed a cosigner on the Hellcat? So how did you end up getting a C8? It's not making sense to me. And ain't nothing wrong with no cosigner, baby. This mine. My mama, thank you very much. She is my cosigner. Let's just get that together. But me being a woman, I don't want my man to go to jail. So I'm like, look, you drive my car, I'll drive your car. If I get pulled over in your car, when they run the tags, I got a license. I got insurance. I got all of that, right? So now he's driving my car and I'm driving his. But his wasn't starting sometimes. Like I had to put the gas pedal on 3 times, damn near close my eyes, turn around 3 times for the shit to start. So I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna be driving your car and it won't start. Like, it's already loud as hell. And he's like, bro, it just need an oil change. So me, I'm like, let me make sure I take care of my man. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me schedule him an oil change. So I scheduled him an oil change at the dealership. And when I get to the dealership, they telling me it's more than an oil change. So I'm like, you know what? It's cool. Whatever it is, I don't care how much it costs. I got it. It's your birthday gift. Your birthday coming up. I will take care of your car. But when we went to the dealership and then they diagnosed his car, he said, oh, I already got a diagnosis. I already know what's wrong with the car. And he gave them a slip that he got from the previous dealership. So now I'm thinking, you told me it was just an oil change, but you knew your car been messed up for a long, long time. But hey, ain't nothing wrong with a messed up car. It's just the lies he was telling. I was just kept catching him like, why are you lying about little stuff? So whatever. They come up with how much everything gonna be. Just know it was over a rack. I ain't even gonna put too much numbers in here, but it was over a rack and I didn't care about swiping my card. So once we go back to our normal lives, I'm like, I want to go do something. I don't want to sit in the house. Like, not that I want to be outside, but he quick to be like, oh, you want to be outside? Then go be outside. I just wanted to go out the house because he just wanted to sit in the house and play the game. It was just boring. Like, dude, this not the life you said you were going to give me. He like, man, look, if you want to go out, go ahead. Put my card on your phone. You ain't got to ask me for nothing. If you want anything, just use my card. So he puts his card on my Apple Pay. I never used his card on my Apple Pay. And then one time I had went to go out to eat. And I was like, dang, I just spent like $100 on my food. He was like, why you ain't use my card? So I tell him, I don't want to use your card because I don't know what you got on your card. Like, I don't want to just, I'm not no gold digger. I'm not nobody who want to spend up nobody money. So I'm not going to use your card if I don't know what you got on there. He was like, oh, so you calling me broke? You trying to say I ain't got no money? I was like, relax. I just said I didn't want to use your card because I'm being generous. I don't know what's on there. And I start seeing little signs that he didn't want to spend no money when I'm like, we need to go shopping for the house. Like, he brought his furniture from his storage, but it was other stuff that we needed for the house. I'm like, can we go shopping? Because when he was in Florida, you know, when a girl got a house, she get to go on furniture shopping, decorating shopping. But I started to try to go buy furniture, and he was mad. Why are you spending money without me? And I want to help you, but you want to be so independent and do everything on your own. My mama even got involved, and she was like, Kia just excited about the house. She just want to go shopping with her mom. Let her go shopping with her mom, and then, you know, when you get here, y'all can do the rest of the shopping. He's like, but dang, she just spending too much money. Seeming so concerned about how I'm spending my own money, right? That right there was a sign of control. That wasn't, oh, he's trying to spoil you, he's trying to make sure he helped you. No, it was a sign of control. He didn't want me to spend my own money because he knew I had it. But when he moved in, this man ain't put no money into the house. Zero, nada, no money in the house. He did send me like, I don't remember how much he sent me. Like $200, because I was like, if you want to help so bad, just send me the money through Apple Pay. So he did send me that, no cap. But once we moved in, I'm like, are we gonna put something in there? He was like, we just moved in here. Why are you trying to spend so much money? I'm like, bro, like, I was trying to fill the house up with furniture, but you wouldn't let me. But now that I'm asking you for it, you're getting mad at me. Child, when I went through that phone, because trust me, stuff just wasn't adding up. It didn't seem right. Actually, this is why I really went through his phone. One night, he was helping me take out my hair, y'all. And, you know, we real close. And I seen him hurry up and delete a message real fast. And I didn't, you know, I ain't like tell him I seen it. I just waited till he went to the kitchen, picked up his phone, went to his recently deleted, and recorded it real fast. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. You know how fast I recorded that recently deleted screenshot? Baby, he couldn't tell me nothing. Now, I would add the receipts of what he deleted, but I don't want to put baby mama personal business out. But he deleted the thread of his baby mama. So when I confronted him about it, he was just lying through his teeth. And since I seen he started deleting stuff, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to go through this man's phone. Y'all, don't go through no man's phone unless you really feel like something going on. Because I should have been went through his phone. I would have figured out everything he was lying about. So I'm going through his phone, and I see a thread with his, not his record label, because remember he said he had a record deal? He been dropped from that record deal. And there's nothing wrong with that, but he made it seem like when he first met me, he was still with Sony. You're not with Sony no more. But then later on, he told me he was independent. So it was the lies he forgot he was telling me. But I was just, keeping up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it in the bag. He's literally finessing his record label, or a marketing promo label. I don't know what it is. It's not a record label, but he's finessing whoever is investing in him for promo and marketing. He's finessing them, literally scamming them. And I should have known that when he was trying to get my brother to help him. He was like, you can work with me. We can finesse it. I could just tell them you my producer, you my engineer, and we can finesse them for like $5,000. I should I'm like, how would you finesse the record label? It just didn't make sense because I don't know nothing about the music industry. But in the messages, he was saying, dude, I gotta shoot like 5 videos. I need the 5K. Like, mind you, he ain't shoot not one video or made not one song or dropped anything since he made First 48. So when I'm reading this, he like, I didn't shot 5 videos. Either I was going to shoot 5 videos or I shot 5 videos. I need the money for it. I gotta pay the videographers. So they like, all right, bro. But it was around the time rent was due, y'all. So it's making sense. He didn't have it. Like he said he had it. But he was finessing his record label to pay for the rent. Yes, he was. That is the truth. Because he loved to say, well, how was the rent getting paid? Because you was finessing them people saying that you was making videos, you had interviews, you had to get outfits for your everything. You was just saying you did all that, but you ain't do nothing but stay in that room and play the game. But they sent you that money, though. Then the next time run around for when rent is due, he told them people that, I guess he had to go meet them in person because he never met them in person, but they need to pay for his plane ticket, they need to pay for his Uber, his hotel, but him and his girl going. So that way, they paying for 2 people. We never went to LA like he said we was going to LA. You know how many times he said we was going to LA and we never went to LA, child? He used the money that the record label sent him to pay rent. I mean, look, that's one man that's gonna make it happen. If he gonna make it, he gonna fake it till he make it. I'm gonna be honest about that. But that's how I knew. Wait a minute, he not having like he say he having. So I gotta do a little bit more digging. The light stopped hitting me. I had to move directions, baby. I need y'all to see me. But anyways, while I am going through that phone, I also see that he is asking his friend, his little dealer friend, for 10 of those white little circle things while he here in Atlanta. He's saying he's gonna go to his homeboy house in Atlanta, but instead he's going to go pick up those little white circle things. So the whole time he been living at my spot, he been popping them, and I never seen him. I never seen him do it, so I never even thought nothing of it until I finally approached him and I confronted him about it. Because one day we went back to Florida, and when we went back to Florida, it was because he was doing some type of interview, y'all. He was doing some freestyle, creeping through the streets freestyle. And on the way there, he also caught a little attitude with me because of some food. I didn't want food, and I made him order some food on the phone, but then I made him cancel it, so he got real heated with me. That's another sign I seen of anger. I'm like, why did you get so mad over that? So he was like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna give you your car. I'm gonna go ahead and go get my other car, my C8. I said, what other car you got? He was like, my C8. I'm like, okay, so he mad at me about to leave me stranded in Florida and go pick up his C8 because, Hellcat back in Georgia. We talked it out, and then later on, he goes in. I'm talking about we go to this neighborhood, and it ain't the interview. And he's about to be late to the interview, right? But I'm like, where we going? He said he got to go pick up some keys real quick. He got to go pick up some money. Man, I'm looking through that phone. Come to find out, he went to go pick up some more of them little circle things. So not you went to go do a little deal in my car. And then you told me you was picking up some keys and some money. Not you went to go do a little deal, and when I guess confronted you about it. Ew, is it a filter on me? The fuck? So when I confronted him about his phone stuff, right, y'all? This man was going I'm talking about, he was like, what? Do I do drugs? Do I have a problem? This is the narcissistic manipulation stuff. Let me post the screenshots of what he said once I confronted him. Like, hey, something not right, something don't seem off. I just want to know, because he know I went through that phone. I just want to know, do you have a problem? I want y'all to read by yourself. Pause and read, y'all. It's very important information. This is manipulation 101. Now he want to talk. Now he want to start posting. And me, one thing about me, I got receipts. I'm going to post what he posted about me. And then I'm going to post the receipts behind it. She sound broke her damn self. I don't blame him. I wouldn't pay nowhere. I don't stay no more. You right. That's stupid. Delusional. But that's who he is. Delusional. You trying to clock somebody's tea, but you making sense. Why would you pay somewhere you don't stay? He kept saying he will pay it. And then, D, bitch out her damn mind. G, 20,000 is crazy. So this not you texting me? October 14th? You up? So with the rent, if you still wanted me to pay it for the rest of the year, that's 20K, right? Okay. Well, I can't just Apple Pay that. So soon as this wire clear in my bank. I'm gonna write you a nice check, and that's my apology to you. You said you were going to give me $20K. I keep you updated on everything. That's the deal. If the deal gonna go through smooth, I'm super excited and all that. So now you want to flex to act like 20G is crazy. You came up with this bright idea. So you and that girl who calling somebody broke. You out of all people know I ain't broke. You know how much you know I ain't broke. And I ain't even get to the part where your insufficient charges was coming through the mail. I ain't post them receipts yet. So talk about being broke. The receipts is coming. The bank statements will be dropping. Don't play with me.